sir. Good morning, ma'am.
So, Saurabh, we now begin and we start with your brief introduction to the panel.
Sir and ma'am, my name is SAURABH Kumar Pal. I was born in Prayagraj district of Uttar Pradesh, and I was brought up here itself. After completing my schooling, I went to study computer science and engineering from VIT Vellore in Tamil Nadu. And so thereafter, I worked for almost 2 years in a food service company called Jubilant Foodworks. And then, sir, I quit my job and started preparing for this examination, sir. And my hobbies include meditation, jogging, and participating in coding competitions.
So, Saurabh, you are from
Yes, sir.
Prayagraj
Yes.
and you're aiming for forest services. Now, I would go back to the Mahakumbh that happened last year. Now, while Mahakumbh was one of the greatest events and it promoted tourism also and everything, but do you think that these congregations they also have environmental concerns? And
Uh,
if yes, how do we balance it out? While on one hand we have religious passion, we have the requirement for tourism, and on the other we have to protect the environment. That is what you are going to do in forest service also. Tell me.
yes, sir. It's a large gathering, it's the world's biggest gathering here in Mahakumbh. So, definitely, sir, there is going to be a challenge with respect to environment, like waste management will be the biggest problem, and also, sir, river pollution is there, and because of which various rituals are being conducted. So, yes, there is going to be a challenge, but sir, we need to find solution because it's religious sentiments of the people involved. So the balance should be there, and the balance needs to be a innovative solutions. And like last year, I read about I've been here, so I've visited the place and I observed the things like which government has did to maintain that balance. And like firstly, sir, there was toilets, portable toilets were there, so like to prevent open defecations, and sir also like they were monitoring of the COD and BOD levels by the pollution control boards also regular monitoring, and also the dredging was also done.
So tell me, I am now referring to the water pollution, especially keeping Uttar Pradesh in mind. So we are struggling with water pollution, whether it is Yamuna, whether it is Ganga, whether it is other. Now tell me, as a forest officer, how do you see the impact of water pollution on vegetation and forests?
Sir, definitely, sir. If the rivers are polluted, then the underground water they're also going to be polluted. And sir, when the trees will utilize that water, then if there is chemical, if there is some lead and those chemicals are there in water, so they will go in deep underground waters, and when they'll reach the trees also plants. So sir, basically accumulation will happen. So in that way, it will harm sir the forest plants and trees.
So, Saurabh, your other subject, one subject is forestry, the other is geology.
Yes, sir.
What is this critical minerals mission which the government of India has launched?
So government has identified certain number of critical minerals which are very much important for our economy and sir, strategic purpose also. And sir, and we are it's basically for economic and security purposes, sir. They are identified.
So, are rare earths part of the critical minerals?
Yes, sir.
Now, my last question, Saurabh, today is a situational question. Now, suppose you are a DFO of a district, and under the critical minerals mission, the district administration or the ministry finds, you know, a lot of rare earths in a very forested area in your district. Okay,
Yes,
are you there, Saurabh?
yes, sir. I'm there. Yes, sir. I'm there.
Now, the state government asks you for your report whether we should allow mining. And there is a lot of protest from the people that we will not allow mining here. And you are also in favor of protecting the forest, which is a dense forest. Now, what would your, on one hand, India needs rare earths for which wars are happening. On the other, you are there protecting your dense forest. What would you do?
Sir, keeping sir the national priority in my mind, sir, definitely we had to go for mining purpose in that region. But sir, we should not ignore the people also there because their livelihood depended on the forest. They've been living for a very long time. So there needs to be a balance between the two. I have to find a solution. And sir, basically, uh, like what I'll suggest, I'll recommend is like proper rehabilitation and compensation for those people who will be affected, and also the forest, the dense forest is there, the wildlife will be dependent, so that's also we need to take care of that. And for that purpose also we need to find a balance, like how we can conserve them, or we can rehabilitate them, or we can send to some other wildlife sanctuaries or national park. So
You,
the
Saurabh. I
priority will.
pass it to our
Yes.
honorable member, Mr. Shrikant.
So, Saurabh, you have done computer science from Vellore VIT Technology Institute. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, and you have interest in coding. You mentioned that you would like to participate in coding
Competition.
competitions. Yes. Why don't you continue your career in computer science?
Sir, like I've worked for almost 2 years in like as a software developer in a company, and sir, I also like coding is my passion. I love coding, but sir, I don't see as an employment for me. Like I was working there, I was not getting like personal satisfaction for myself that I'm not able to do what I really wanted to do, because for this examination I wanted to prepare from college itself. But since financial management, financial constraint, and also to get some work experience, I joined there. So and then, sir, after working for 2 years and getting stability, I decided to left my job and continue, sir. And sir, also think like my coding experience, my technical knowledge is going to help me in this service also, sir. Like in forest fire management, in wildlife management, I'm reading like articles where people are like real IFoS, they are working in like using technology for managing the forest fire and wildlife management, forest management. So, sir, I think those skills are going to help me here in this service also, sir. And also might give me personal satisfaction as well, sir.
Now a smart forest projects Government of India is implementing also. What are the some 2, 3 components of that project?
Sir, the major, sir, I have not read the exact details, but if you allow me, I can like
Yeah.
take and guess.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, basically, I think AI is going to be an important role in playing. Like we are using AI-based sensors and cameras to uh, take pictures and sending alerts. So AI is going to be there, and so IoT is also going to be the big role in that. IoT-based sensor for getting the information, and also, sir, using the local community also, sir, like people from the local community to get the intelligence of what is happening in the forest.
Okay, you are posted as a forest officer, and in mid-summer you observe a forest fire in a thick forest. What will you do? What will be your reactions?
Sir, firstly, if there is a fire and I've got an alert before the fire has occurred, so is it before or the fire has already occurred, sir? Can you clarify?
You know, forest there already fire. Forest fire is a wildlife. It is not like it is not. You will get to know that. You know that.
Yes, sir. So if the forest fire has occurred already, sir, my major priority will be to inform my staff, like who are the like to reach to contact the officers below me who are working there, close to the forest fire occurred in that region. So I'll contact them, deploy my forces, uh, whichever is possible, and also, sir, I'll try to ensure that the local community which is there living, they're also informed and properly like they are moved out from that region. And also, sir, like this is a short-term measure, sir, which I will do. And so for long-term purpose also, I can work like creating a breaks in the forest, like so the forest fire cannot spread quickly, and sir, working on the early warning systems so that I should get the alert before it occurred.
Okay. Yeah. Another issue is the wildlife versus human. During non-rainy, not the wildlife movement happens normally after rains. Means after a few months after rains. Okay, they enter the fields of the people and all. Okay, how do you control this movement of the wildlife into the habitations? What measures will you take up? in the forest areas?
Sir, firstly, wild animals move out of forest primarily because they don't have food and water to survive in the forest. So I think primary focus will be to rejuvenating the water areas inside the forest, which might get like due to drought or like water get like lost. So in that focus will be there. And also, sir, like creating wildlife corridors also to proper like movement of wildlife. And also, sir, like uh, basically, sir, what is happening is like deforestation and like forest is getting lowered. So, sir, in that area also need to be work done. So,
Air pollution is an important pollution because the Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change, all aspects of will come. And air pollution is an important, and especially in the northern belt. Okay, what measures, means immediate and long-term measures, would you propose?
sir, yes, sir, it is a very big challenge, especially in October, November, in winter's time in Delhi areas and surrounding areas. The air pollution is creating very much problems to people. So, sir, in short-term measures, sir, like working on the sir, like so whatever I have read, sir, it's more causing because of the traffic movement. The traffic pollution is more. So, sir, basically moving toward the EVs, green vehicles, that will be the like priority. But that will be a long-term solutions. Okay, short-term solution what we can make is like uh, keeping regulating the movement of vehicles, promoting them to use public transports, and also, sir, declaring holidays for people like school children who are like in the peak areas, like when there is peak, and also, sir, like smog, like like that some technologies are also there, sir, like geoengineering technologies which we can deploy in those regions so that the aerosol and the particulate matters can come down.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you, Saurabh.
Thank you.
Considering the Indian State of Forest report, we understood that there are 24 to 25% of the forest cover. We had to
Yes,
achieve
sir.
the 33%. But do you think we are including for tree cover within this forest cover has only exaggerated our presence of forest, and it has not really made any changes in the forest cover in the field? What is your opinion on that?
Ma'am, I don't think it is that because tree cover, like if I can tell you about my state, like in Uttar Pradesh, like it's a densely populated state and agriculture-driven state. So obviously the forest cover we cannot increase in this state, but definitely tree cover we can work upon. And sir, ma'am, my like government is also focusing on agroforestry, farm forest, social forestry, so to increase the tree cover so that overall green cover increases to 33%. So like that way we are working.
You said you will be able to help in coding in case of improving technology in forest management. But
Yes, ma'am.
what are the three methods or what are the three government initiatives that have improved technology in forest management?
Sorry, I'm not read about government
Okay,
initiatives.
so tell me what is the scope of this ecotourism? Do you think this ecotourism will be a popular initiative to save forest?
Yes, ma'am. Ecotourism, I think currently it's the best possible solution to conserve forest because uh, people will get the chance to see the real wildlife, and also they'll get more awareness about the intricacies of the forest, how forest and wildlife everything is connected. So that chance and recreational purpose also there, and simultaneously, forest department will get the revenue through which we can better manage the forest. So I think yes, it will be a win-win situation for both the government and public. So,
In FIFA match, we are still not recognized officially. There are certain small countries which have been recognized in FIFA, but not India. So, what do you think India has to do in promoting our football team? and taking it to the world-class level?
Ma'am, firstly, there needs to be like multiple levels are efforts are required. Firstly, the grassroots level we need to work upon, like the school children's. We need to link them to the state level so that there should be a clear hierarchy through which the players should move from lower school level to state level to district level, state level, then national level, so that the talent can be recognized and identified properly. That will be a one part for talent. And then, sir, and then, ma'am, also basically the competition, like we have very much less exposure to the international competitions, like countries which are in the Europe and Brazil. So those countries we haven't played much football. So I think exposure will also needs to be done. And also the recent efforts of creating this league, Premier Leagues in football, that is also taking actively, like improving the forest culture in our country, and it's becoming more popular. So I think yes, at these three levels we need to work upon.
My last question is, do we have to go for this Great Nicobar project? If you're saying yes, just give me one reason, or no, give me just one reason.
Ma'am, yes, initially when government proposed this project, there were challenges which environmentalists and everyone like rose. But since the government's strategy was very much clear that it's very much important for our national security and strategic purpose, and NGT has also recently given its clearance. So yes, I think the project is very much required. But subsequently, we need to work for the like balancing the thing, like whatever the forest, wildlife, and people that are living there, they are getting disturbed with this. We need to have a proper compensation for that, and proper rehabilitation also needs to be ensured. And also the ecology that is getting disturbed there, that that needs to be, we need to think of. Like currently we are, like I've read that we are planning to create forest in Haryana, but I think creating the same ecology of Andaman and Nicobar here in Haryana will not be feasible. We need to find a better solution to restoration for its conservation and restoration purpose.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Saurabh, Iran and US-Israel war, which is happening. Now we are talking of climate change, we are talking of global warming in various international fora. Now, here is a situation where war has been happening for 3 weeks, all kinds of explosions. Now, how do you think these wars would thwart or would inhibit the efforts towards climate change and global warming?
Definitely, sir. This war is going to create like disturbances in our measures which we are taking from very past years to conserve our climate and environment. So, like firstly, sir, there will be like air pollution will happen a lot. Like these rockets and the nuclear fuels, sorry, the fossil fuels and the petroleum which are getting used in running those thing aircraft. So that is going to create air pollution and also environmental challenges. And also, sir, like the LPG crisis, which is has occurred due to the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz. Sir, it's also going to impact our forest also. Like there will be demand for fuel woods. So like cases of encroachment and illegal felling can increase in our forest
Good.
due to the requirement of fuel wood. So
Good. Okay,
yes,
you'll
sir.
do very well. All the best
Thank
to
you,
you.
sir.
All the best, Saurabh.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.